Konnichiwa, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about counts. Eigo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 8th year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Tonin de Okane o Muni Suru wa Yamemashou, and my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive, and even better, thrive in business. I want you to 1, sell more and do it more easily. 2, exceed your targets. In fact, let's blow up your targets. Number 3, make some serious money. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We're not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday, the Business Tachijin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 414, and today we are talking about thrill, skill, and follow through, mastering sales account management. Bosses love hunters. They beat the bushes and find new clients for the business. Usually, they love the thrill of the hunt and wrestling the buyer down to do the deal. CRM systems, paperwork, boring follow-up detail, not so much. This is the preserve of the farmer. That person you can entrust the client to, knowing that they will be well taken care of. The follow-through will be well executed and, in a fair wind, will remain a repeat buyer. I'm a hunter and easily bored with the mundane aspects of sales. I'm also the boss, so I know how we need both hunters and farmers operating at peak performance levels. Here are some aspects of the farmer we need to perfect. Number 1, building and maintaining strong relations. Trust, based on a track record of reliability and predictability, is crucial. This calls for clear, frequent, and transparent communication with the buyer's side. Motenashi service means anticipating and exceeding the client's needs. Client needs change. Their internal structures change. And we must be on top of those changes in order to remain relevant. Farmers are good at the detail and at scheduling regular contact. Hunters have already moved on to the next exciting deal. Number 2, deep understanding of the client. Every industry sector is different, and every firm is unique. So the ability to tailor services specifically for that buyer is needed. That means keeping up to date with changes in the industry, economic growth rates, currency rates, inflation rates, supply chain, etc. The farmer knows who the players are on the buyer's side and what interests and concerns them. The key decision makers can also change, And farmers keep abreast of these changes, always sensitive to a wind direction fluctuation which could eject them from the ongoing business. They know what their counterparts' KPIs are and how they are measured and rewarded. They have to know what the personal interests of the buyer are in order to provide a holistic solution for them. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, and we also have custom in-house programs as well as both in Japanese and English. We do classes in our super safe classroom and we do them live online. The show today is being brought to you by, on the 13th of February, we'll have our Dale Carnegie course 3-day version. On the 14th of February, the Winning with Relationship Selling program. And on the 22nd and 23rd of February, our High Impact Presentations course. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 2,300 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs right up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget to grab my business best-selling books on Japan on Amazon. Japan Sales Mastery, which is Saegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muda ni Suru wa Yamemashou, and my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. Number 3, strategic account planning. Design in is the holy grail in manufacturing. It means your component or service is designed into the product or process from the start. To get to that stage, we have to know the client's plans, objectives, timelines, milestones, quality thresholds, price points, etc. To keep the relationship humming along, we have to stress the value we bring and accommodate the needs of the buyer from the point of view of lifetime value and not this month's sales quota. Not always easy, though. The headquarter mandates cost cutting, and things go south very rapidly. That agreed deal is now shattered on the rocks, and the details are now flotsam and jetsam being pounded by the surf. We serve a lot of folk in the automobile sector, and we have had 2 major clients really pull back on their spending. They are being hammered by their Chinese EV competitors. One recently celebrated the appointment of a new CEO and promptly ceased all training and froze their programs. Ouch! The other recently informed us that the next contract will be decided by a Dutch auction. The last thing you want to hear in a sales negotiation is the phrase Dutch auction. The new contract bid starts at 0 and goes up, and whoever raises their hand first gets the deal at that price point. There's no differentiation here for a quality versus price comparison. It is a very unsophisticated methodology, but highly in favor of the low-price buyer. Procurement department buyers who see all items like nuts and bolts, basically undifferentiated, love it. If you're in the service sector, where there are vast differences in quality provision, you are not going to love this way of thinking. Ouch! Number 4, collaborative problem solving. The farmer sees themselves as an extension of the client's firm and gets involved to help solve their problems. They do this through the prism of their product or service. they become an outside consultancy looking for areas where they can add value. Often, as salespeople, we see across many industries. Companies in Industry A hardly ever mix with companies in Industry Z, but we do. We see what works and doesn't work across the range of our clients and their problems. We can bring in things we've seen work well elsewhere and help the buyer achieve the goals they have set. Let's remember that farmers are important in any sales team. Hunters may be very flashy, flamboyant, and exciting, but they often create chaos and despair. They often lose repeat business because of their lousy follow-up and poor personal organizational skills. Farmers can glue the customer to us and keep that flywheel turning. Bravo to the farmers out there. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned. Go out there and survive. Use it and make some serious money. Bucks, dough, ruler, coin, dosh, lolly, readies, smackers, earners, and bread and honey. Remember, I'm in your corner, your go-to guy for soft skills training in Tokyo, committed to your success here in Nippon.